by Samuel IfetoyeJune. 14 is the date for the commencement of the 2018 World Cup. Being part of this soccer fiesta is every player's desire and a lifetime opportunity. The players who hope to adorn their country's colors try to give their optimum best during the football season in the respective clubs preceding the Mundial. This they do for them to be considered good enough for selection by the coaches. In order to be part of the fiesta, players who don't get sufficient playing time leave their clubs for a loan spell or outright transfer to be part of the World Cup. According to Marca, a daily sport newspaper in Spain, several high-profile absentees in the highly anticipated summer competition will not be part of the actions in Russia. Except Laurent Koscielny, France. The France defender and Arsenal FC captain was ruled out for 6 months with ankle injury. Hence, will miss the World Cup after injuring his Achilles tendon in the Europa League defeat to Atletico Madrid. Koscielny, who was to attend his last World Cup, had announced that he would retire from international football after the competition. In a statement released on the FFF's website, France coach Didier Deschamps said, "It's a very big blow for the France team." Laurent was present at the World Cup in Brazil and at the Euros. Although not very expansive, he is an exemplary player, very much appreciated by the group, and Deschamps added, indeed, he had announced that at the 2018 World Cup would be his last tournament with the France team. Lars Stindl, Germany. A ruptured ligament has forced the German to miss out on the World Cup, as he will have to undergo surgery. Despite not being a regular figure in the German attack, the player was summoned in the team's past friendlies against Spain and Brazil and had impressive performances. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, England. The Liverpool player and former Arsenal man suffered a knee injury in the first leg of the Champions League semi-finals, which means he will miss both the final of the European competition and the long-awaited World Cup. The club's statement made it clear Chamberlain's season has come to an end, it said. And it will be interesting to know that one of the reasons why Oxlade-Chamberlain left Arsenal FC, despite Liverpool FC offered him a low wage to be part of the Russia trip. Jakob Johansson, Sweden. The Swedish midfielder of AEK Athens picked up a knee injury in the second leg of the World Cup playoffs against Italy. Johansson was the scorer of the only goal in the first leg and instantly became Sweden's hero. Thanks to him, his national team is in the World Cup. Matthias Corujo, Uruguay. The Peñarol midfielder recently picked up an injury and the club has announced he will have to go to the operating room. Therefore, he will be forced to miss out from the World Cup. Youssef Makhni, Tunisia. The midfielder of Qatar's Al Dail suffered a torn cruciate ligament in his knee in early April. Although he is not a well-known player in Europe, he is the star of Tunisia and the team will have to fight without his services in Russia. Karim Benzema, France. After his problems with the French justice system and his clashes with coach Deschamps, it was already clear that the striker would not join his team on the Russia 2018 journey. Danilo Pereira, Portugal. A regular starter at Porto will also miss the World Cup due to an Achilles tendon injury. Alexander Kokorin, Russia. He suffered an injury to the anterior cruciate ligament of his right knee during a match against Leipzig, leaving Zenit without many options in attack. He will miss the remainder of the season and the World Cup. Zouhair Fadel, Morocco. Fadel has already undergone surgery after tearing his Achilles tendon during a game against Villarreal. The Moroccan was interviewed after his injury and the player made it clear he would not arrive in time for the World Cup. Santi Cazorla, Spain. After 8 operations and an infection, the Arsenal player will once again sit out from a great competition. A fissure in the ankle and several torn ligaments has been the life of Santi Cazorla since 2013. Sergio Romero, Argentina. Argentina have announced that he will not be able to play in the World Cup due to a knee injury. The Red Devils shot-stopper doesn't get a great deal of playing time at Old Trafford, but would have been the Albicelestes' #1 in Russia. Dimitri Payet, France. The player will be missing the Mundial after the injury he sustained in the Europa League final against Atletico Madrid. Payet was the driving force behind Marseille's journey to the Europa League final, leading the competition's assist charts with 7 in 11 matches. Payet was an important player for France and looked set to be in Didier Deschamps' 23-man squad for the World Cup finals in Russia. With urgency report.